You know, a really gutsy performance by our team to really take the emotions and move it from one inning to the next. I mean, hats off to Illinois and what they were able to do to answer us, but hats off to us and what we were able to do on our offense to answer them. We scored in 8 of the 11 innings. 6 of those came after they had scored, so we answered. And for that, we talked last night about getting momentum, keeping momentum. If you lose it, you got to get it back. And I think tonight you saw that, and our team was determined to keep that momentum on our side.
I guess the pitching, a lot of walks today.
Yeah, it's ugly, and both sides. I'm sure that their side would tell you too on theirs. I mean, it was an ugly game on the mound for both teams. And I mean, if both of our programs are wanting to play at the end, then certainly we're going to have to clean that up. We've walked way too many people, given up way too many runs, and a lot of those runs were on the heels of those walks and hit batters. And that's not who we are. That's not who we've been. And even I think with the older guys, those are the guys that we really have to be able to stand up and lead the way. The new guys are gonna, they're gonna get their feet wet as they go, but our older guys have got to understand how we pitch here, and they got to take the lead. So hope that changes.
Coach, could you just talk about how the guys responded? It kind of seemed like Illinois was scoring, then you guys would respond in a complete shootout.
Yeah, I mean 6 of those 8 innings that we scored, was after they scored. So that's pretty remarkable in all honesty. And heck, we left 21 men on base. But like I said, I'll take an ugly win over a pretty loss any day, and that's what it was. But credit our guys for staying the course. There was a lot of emotions, the 3-run homer there in the 9th when, we thought we had it, and they said no. But then we're down 2 going into the bottom of the 9th, and that's where I said Brady Faust gets the 1-out double, I think it was Etzel gets a base hit in there, or Lynch gets a base hit in there, and for an RBI. Etzel gets an RBI, and we tie that thing up. And then in the 10th inning, I believe it was, Sargent was able to get on, good base running, takes the ball in the dirt. They challenge it. He was safe, and I thought he was. Ewing strikes out and Sarge on a ball in the dirt. Sarge takes third, and then we were able to score that to tie it up again. So, I felt like we did a great job offensively to create the opportunities, and where last night we missed on those situational things to not score runs, tonight we did it. Another one was Russo there, pinch hit Russo, and that was in Sarge's inning. And all we needed, Sarge at third, all we needed to do was simplify and just give us a ground ball to second base or shortstop, and that's exactly what he did in a 2-strike situation to tie that game up. So a lot of great things, and a lot of contributions from people off the bench from the position player side.
You talked about Pato. I mean, he has that scary moment, and he ends up being your hero.
Yep, he got us that run back, didn't he? So, yeah, I thought, even there in the, I think it was the 9th when he lined out, where I thought we were going to end it right there. That was when Dickey grounded out, and they forced us at home plate, and then Pato turns around and L9's one out there. So had a really good day. He's a 3-hole hitter. He needs to get going. Sarge needs to get going. Proud of Slade Wilkes and the day that he had. Unfortunately, with bringing in Dickey, we lose the DH in that situation. So we lost his bat as we move forward after that situation. So, but a lot of guys contributed, and those guys that are supposed to hit, I felt like did a good job tonight of doing that.
What was behind that decision, bringing Diggerson in to pitch?
We're gonna have to use it, man. I mean, our pen is not as deep, obviously, as what we're used to in last year, and we're gonna have to have other people that step up. And Dickey, unfortunately, he's not been able to, or fortunately, he's not had to be used over his career here. But we're at a point where we knew at signing him out of high school that he was going to be a 2-way guy for us, but we've been fine depth-wise with our bullpen. But now certainly there's some questions, and and we had to get him in there. You know, when he's the competitor. I mean, he wants the moment. Unfortunately, you know, the guy leaves a yard on him, but you know, it wasn't because he wasn't competing, and that's what he's going to give you.
I mean, Monastery looked pretty good, really mature in that final inning.
He did, you know, especially when we had really struggled as a staff to throw strikes. I think we had what did we have, 8 walks, or is that what it was?
I think
13.
Oh, was it 13? 8, 11. I got us for 11 walks. You know, and the guys in front of him, you know, kind of self-destructed and created some hit-by-pitch opportunities for Illinois to get people on. So for him to come in and really have a pretty clean inning except for, you know, the base hit, I mean, he's going to be a good one. And I'm proud of him and getting his first win of his college career.
should be quite a rubber match tomorrow.
Should be quite a rubber match. That's correct. Yep. You know, we wanted to bring this series back in the middle of the ring, and that's exactly what we did today.
How comfortable do you feel with the availability in the bullpen going into tomorrow?
You know, I guess we'll just have to look at it and see where we are. But you know, there's guys who have had opportunities that didn't necessarily fare well, that they're going to have a quick course and how to make an adjustment and get out there and help us. You know, either you compete or you don't, and you know, how you choose to accept and move forward from your last opportunity, whether it's good or bad, is your choice. And we talk a lot about that. And you know, this game's about failure, but you know, you have to learn from failure. So our bullpen tomorrow we'll go with those guys, and we'll expect them to go out and compete like they were signed to do.
I wonder how important games like this are, you know, early in the season, where, like you said, the momentum swings, and you guys kind of stay in there. You get to see a lot of different guys take the mound, take the plate. You know, how important is this, just learning about?
It's very important, you know, but I think more than anything, Taylor, it's about competing. You know, the roller coaster of emotions and the momentum swings, and you can't waver from competing. You know, you've got to stay the course, and I think that was the lesson that was learned today, that you have got to keep competing. What happened. It's over. You've got to move and create an opportunity, and you know, that's what we did. And from the position player side, we've got those older guys in place that have experienced some really big wins in our program and some big moments, and those are the guys that are leading. You know, we got some guys on the mound that return back, and they have been in some big moments and experienced some really successful times, and they need to step up and lead as well. So that's who we got to count on. You know, that's our strength, to those guys that have been there and been in the fire, and the younger guys are going to watch and learn from them.
Coach, you've been through a boatload of emotions tonight. How many years does a game like this add to your age, if you sum that up?
Well, it can't add many. I hope not. So, no, you know, you think when you've seen it all, there's something else happen, just like the end of the game there. So, you know, when it was all broke down on that, I mean, yeah, they ended up with 2 outs because Dickerson didn't touch second base. I can't believe the guy went and got the ball in center field. I didn't know he went and got it. But, you know, once he touches second base, he gets the force out, but that nullifies the force on Etzel, which Etzel 20 seconds later touched third base. So, you know, the lesson to be learned and reviewed was when that happens, go to the next base. You know, quit worrying about the celebration and just go to the next base, and that takes away all that happened there at the end. But I'd never seen that before.
Yeah.
So
Who has?